Wow, that keynote from Abby was great. I'm all fired up on all the AI stuff. I've been using that internally at Headcount for some backend stuff, for some coding and marketing and all kinds of stuff. And it's really exciting the time where we are from a technology standpoint. I grew up playing video games and programming computers. I'm an engineer, and so it's just awesome to be alive at this time when the beginning of all the AI apocalypse stories are going to start flowing. But um, but yeah, I'm not here to talk about AI. Although if you do want a sidebar afterwards in the headcount room, or if you see me around, happy to about how I'm using it, how it's working, how it's not working, like what it's ready for today. Um, and I just realized I'm going to be starting off my topic, my little speech I wrote for you guys, like my 7-year-old would. My 7-year-old boy, he loves sound effects. So here we go. So, um, my world deals with emergencies. So if you're at work and then boom, beep beep beep, if that fire alarm starts going off, it's not really a big deal because your emergency roster is 100% up to date. It has every new hire on it from this week. It has those contractors from last week removed, and Gary, that grumpy IT guy, and Earl, who retired last week. And you have an extreme amount of confidence that your staff knows exactly what to do in the evacuation and when to do it. They won't have to ask for instructions or even ask you any questions because they have it down. And you have a smile on your face because you are looking forward to telling the first responders when they arrive on site that you have 100% of your people accounted for because you know that you can consistently achieve that because you've done it before. So you have the data, you have the technology, and you have that peace of mind that Abby was talking about. Raise your hand if that's true. Now, this might do better on a platform where I could see your raised hands, or even a Zoom where I could see the little digital ones. But if that's not you, don't worry. I have something I can do to give this to you for free today. So, and I don't want that to land as some kind of empty promise. This is the situation my current clients are having every single day. They have the peace of mind, the clarity, the confidence. They have the extra time to do something they love, like check their email. So, here's what I know about most of you, not all of you, but your emergency roster it's updated about once a month if you remember, if you have time, if HR actually sends you the updates when they're supposed to. You probably haven't run a drill in a while, but if you have, you definitely know it needs improvement. It takes you what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to account for everyone? And when you finally get the reports from some supervisors that they accounted for everybody, you're a little skeptical because of their tone, body language, and enthusiasm to get this over with. The first responders arrive in about 5 minutes. That's the national average. Your head count might take 20 minutes. So that's a 15-minute gap where, well, you're explaining to the fire chiefs and executive leadership that you're not sure if everyone got out safe yet. That is not your best day in your career. So let me recap. You don't know exactly who's on site that needs to be accounted for in emergencies. When you do account for people, it's way slower than it should be. And when you finally get the head count results, you're not even confident that they're accurate. My friend, that is no way to live. Not in this day and age. We have robots flipping burgers and self driving cars. And in the emergency world, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And how prepared are you for that emergency? And I know deep down, you know that your current system isn't going to cut it when it really matters. Paper rosters, radios, manually looking for each individual. It's like trying to run a modern manufacturing facility with tools from the 1950s. Raise your hand. How many typewriters do you have in your facility right now? And we're not talking about writing a memo here. We're talking about saving lives in emergencies. So let me paint you a different picture. What if your emergency roster updated itself automatically every time someone walks through the front door, every time someone leaves, every time HR adds a new hire or removes Gary from the system? No more monthly updates. No more guessing who's actually on site today. No, because it's the second Tuesday of an odd numbered month and a full moon. No, no complicated hybrid schedules for vacations or shift rotations. All of that is gone. What if, when the alarm goes off, instead of your people waiting in line for someone with a clipboard to check them off, what if they just check themselves in over a text message in seconds? What if you could account for everybody within 5 minutes from that alarm going off? Not 10 or 20. Picture this: the first responders arrive, and you're already walking up to them with a smile on your face, saying, "Everyone's accounted for. Here's the data." No stress, no uncertainty, no, "I hope everyone got out okay." You know everyone got out. You have the timestamps, you have the receipts, you have the data, you have the confidence. And here's the beautiful part: when leadership asks how the drill went, you don't just say, good, like when a parent asks their kid how their day was. You show them the numbers. "Sir, it was 4 minutes and 23 seconds, 100% accounted for." You become the safety manager that not just embraces technology, you become the safety manager that leaves a legacy. The one that sleeps well at night, knowing that if something happens at 2 a.m. on a weekend, your system is still going to work, even without you being there. Now, this might sound like a fairy tale, but it's not. This is the real world my clients live in every single day. Let me introduce you guys to Headcount, the evacuation app. We are the evacuation app that helps safety teams account for everyone before the first responders arrive. This minimizes the risk to your people, your property, and the first responders. With Headcount, you can account for 100% of your people in under 5 minutes. You can account for hybrid workers or employees that may be off-site. You can account for people that are not allowed to have cell phones on them while they work. And it works if your on-site power goes out, and it works if your Wi-Fi and cell connections go down. Remember that awkward 15-minute gap I mentioned in front of the fire chief and leadership? That is completely gone. Remember Gary from IT? The system knows he's gone before you do. OSHA auditors literally label it a best practice. Our clients say it's irreplaceable, easy to use, and world class. Here's how it works: your roster is updated automatically. People account for themselves by responding to a text message, or people without cell phones swipe your existing badge system, your existing badges, outside at the muster point to mark themselves as safe. Your general population does not need to download or install anything on their phones to make this happen. Our average client, not the best, our average client cuts their evacuation drill time in half on their first drill. And with a couple more repetitions, they get down under that 5 minute mark. Our fastest client went from a 20-minute drill time on average over multiple drills down to a 4 minute and 19 seconds. That's with 300 people across 44 acres and 10 muster points. But here's what I want you to understand: this isn't about doing something faster, it's about saving lives. It's about applying the love that's deep in your heart that motivates you to help other people and keep them safe. It's about leaving a legacy behind with this program to take care of the next generation when you move on to the next part of your career or you retire and join Earl for Sunday bingo. So here's what I want to do for you. I mentioned in the beginning that I can give this to you for free, and I did mean that. But here's the thing: I can only work with 10 people from this event, not 50, not 20, just 10 with this special offer. I'm offering an extended free trial with white glove founder led training sessions by me personally to walk you through step by step everything you need to know to get this up and running. We're going to go over getting your rosters ready, training your team, and running practice drills until you can consistently hit your 5 minute mark. The first training session starts on Monday. That's 5 days from now. And here's the goal: by the end of our training, you'll be able to have everything you need to account for 100% of your people in the first 5 minutes, just like my other clients. This is free, there's no risk. I'm just here to deliver you results. Because here's the thing: I've been where you are. I've lost people close to me with little to no warning. And I don't want that to happen to you. You can get these results. You can get this type of impact for your people. So if you're ready, then you really just have two options. Option one: sign up for this event only offer to get the technology for free and the founder led training for free. You go to the little easel, you can click on it, it has the headcount logo. It takes you to a web page where you enter your information to register. Again, there's only 10 spots available. It's first come, first serve, and training starts on Monday. Now, option two is you can do nothing and keep getting the same old results. Your legacy isn't defined by what you want to do. It isn't defined by what you plan to do. Your legacy is defined by what you actually do when it matters most. Thank you. I'll be around to talk to you guys for the next couple of hours until the event ends.
Awesome. Thank you, Graham. Awesome. Okay, so exciting solution for